Enter Brain, aka little guy with saxophone music and belt, and squiggly lines, and wow, it looks like she's stepping on him. Well, yes. So on
Fresh
with the
fetish.
yes, because we gotta love like this little excursion we're taking into fan games. You guys are checking out one of my favorite fan games. This is Pokemon Type Wild, y'all. It's pretty rad, and I don't know if you guys got a peek at that roster there.
I get the reference. It's the Neo Geo CD that does that.
Oh,
it's a monkey that juggles.
I never made that reference. Oh, see, this is why you bring friends. With me, I got Sarah, and then I've got my pretty boy to the right.
Fight!
Gil.
Fight!
So yeah, basically the story behind this is that like it all started as casual conversation, but a lot of the animators and artists for the actual Pokemon anime did this as a pet project, and it just blew up. But they always decided that like Pokemon should natively be a fighting game, and that there are certain Pokemon that would make awesome characters for a fighting game. Granted, though, there it is weird, like some of the roster choices, like the fact that Kumbuxen and Blaziken are on the same roster. Like to me, like kind of weird, but like this game, man, if you only like, there's a lot of love put into it. If anything, the one thing that like I always lose.
You lose.
The one thing that I always like found a really hard.
Lound. He totally just said lound.
There's the L. Lound 2.
Yeah, they use a lot of Pokemon for the assists, which are awesome, but I have a really hard time doing it. The super moves, not so much, but I don't know. And like, all the facts for it are in fucking Japanese, so like, I can't, I don't know. And I gotta like search forums, which I told myself I would do, but like, I don't know.
Send them over to me, I'll help you out.
Yeah, like again, like a lot of the Japanese words that I can read are like save game and potion or mana. So
that sound.
Yeah, but Lopunny is my character. Also really weird, like I feel like they kind of adopted too many fighting game tropes, because like Lopunny, considering that it is a gender specific Pokemon, a female one, like it can only be a female. They like awkwardly sexualize it, and like I don't want that on my Pokemon, like ever. Like,
well, it was kind of like that to begin with anyway, though. But
well, like I get it. Chun-Li got them thighs for days. Like Chun-Li's got them thighs, and that's what's on the menu. Man, these thighs, nah, dog. Like, ain't gotta be a thing.
nah,
ever. Like, I only want it to exist in like fanfic that I will be a better person when it comes to avoiding it. So, I lost.
You lose.
Yeah. So yeah, her victory pose is like super sexualized. Continue. Not a fan of it, but other than that, man, like a lot of the scenery and a lot of the cool shit, dude. Like I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think of it so far?
Well, you're in the Ore region right now, if I'm not mistaken.
All the art in it is very good. I like the background.
Yeah.
All like the detail put into it.
It's shiny, which is nice. Like they could have easily taken like the hella indie route and made it look like less than great.
Well, you gotta admit, like, look at the pedigree of the people who worked on it, though. Like, they're the
yeah, true enough.
Yeah, but I love this too. Like, if you guys notice, I'll try to move to the background right here. So, like, I chose Jigglypuff as my assist, and if you choose Jigglypuff as your assist, there's a fucking stage where she just like chills out on, waiting to be activated.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, like. There's a lot of cool details. Like, I'm excited to like see what happens when we get to Swalot. Like, Swalot is like unintentionally like one of my favorite fucking fighters to like really go up against, honestly. But yeah, it's funny too. Like, just the attention to detail. I feel like this game captures like the intensity that like, or at least like the intensity of like the source material tries to sell when it comes to like the the magnitude of the fucking fights, especially like hearing those sound effects and like the ting and like the fucking like the flashing backgrounds when like some serious shit goes down
and the speed lines and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like one of those untapped ideas, like an MMO, that like I don't understand why like Nintendo hasn't tapped into it. But then there's Pokemon, which really inspired like the play that we're doing, and I don't know how to feel about that, man, because I'm not that big of a Tekken fan. Like I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on like I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I think it's Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon, just like Tekken.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be neat.
It's a thing that exists.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always like I'm that elitist asshole that's like, oh, Virtual Fighter over Tekken. But like I can play Tekken. It's just like, so I also kind of want to highlight that I didn't really use that. I don't play very defensively in this game. I'm like fucking all out. But yeah, what was I gonna say? There's like these shield bubbles that you can activate that like if you activate it in the right time and you absorb damage with them, like they recharge like various meters, like your super meter or your assist meter.
Nice.
I also really dig that like each fighter had like they all have 4 moves, just like in Pokemon. See right here, what is this?
Well, there you have it.
Wait, I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. Yeah, so again, I don't know. The roster is slightly weird. Like there's Gengar.
Some animation for you. Crazy.
Yeah. Like Gengar and Snorlax and Blaziken sound like some really cool additions. But then like a Gardevoir or whatever, however you Gardevoir.
It came up Selenite though when it was in the versus screen.
Yeah, well, yeah, because this is an indie game that like I picked up like outside of Japan, but it's meant for like those shores.
Japanese audio. Yeah. Like your character, it's not Lopunny, it's what was it, Mimilop? Yeah.
Mimilop. That sounds like somebody. You know what? I won't.
Well, it explains why she keeps saying Mimi. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't get if like because what was funny? Okay, so like has everyone here watched Pokemon Origins? Like that anime special?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so like see, I always like when it went off of like the I feel like I'm answering my own question like the more I go into it and think it in my head. Cuz like I do get the like even with like my lack of Japanese, I can tell that they are repeating their Japanese game or name over and over like as their dialect in this game. But like I personally liked the actual like animalistic aspect that Pokemon, like the way the game suggests it, to where they actually all sound like different growling animals.
Yeah.
Like the whole saying their name shit, that needs to go away. I'm not a fan of it. Especially like
Timmy from South Park.
Yeah, exactly, right? But like I don't know, it can get really dark. Like when that fucking Charmander also was almost brutally murdered. And he was screaming like he was being brutally murdered. Like, it was very unsettling.
That Squirtle was eating his face.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, too, is, like, in the game, it's much more serious, so it acknowledges things like Pokemon death and the fact that Pokemon battles can actually kill certain Pokemon. Like, that's, like, what the Lavender Town, like, the tower in Lavender Town, like, that is a cemetery. A lot of those Pokemon are Pokemon that, like, fucking fell in battle. So, like, and, like, that whole... Dude, I did not expect it to get, like, fucking dark when they went into that part of the story and they, like, show Team Rocket with a gun. I'm like, whoa, Jesus Christ! That Cubone about to get iced, man. He's got to get drive-by. He's a big son of a bitch. He's so goofy looking. Oh, he's just munching on berries. Who is that guy? Like, that's an anime character, isn't it?
He had the flute, that's for
yeah.
sure.
I love that that's his entrance. He gets woken up by the fucking Poke Flute. Oh, fuck. It's a barrel. They're still stupid. Fuck that Pokemon. Pokemon's worthless. So anyway, yeah, back to Pokken though. Like, can we, like, and again, funny enough, it did definitely, like, show off two Pokemon that would make sense for its roster, being Machamp and Lucario. But like, I kind of wonder, like, something that came to me, like, I wonder, like, if like they're only gonna go with fighting type Pokemon, which to me that would be like a terrible mistake. It would kind of like, I understand there's like a varied palette, but like, if it's like with the Tekken system, like there'd be like, whoa, look at that, fucking.
I feel like any game that doesn't have a full Pokemon roster is really weird. Like how they would Pokemon Snap always bothered me when I was a kid, just because like I didn't understand why they only picked those Pokemon.
Well, no, but can't you see all 151 Pokemon in Pokemon Snap?
Nope.
Or no, there's only like 79, huh?
There's like 70 of them, yeah.
There are some of the throwaway Pokemon. Like, let's be honest, like Klefki, like fucking go home with that shit, really? Fuck off. Fuck right off.
I guess, but it's like it's kind of like a did you bring enough candy for the rest of the class type of thing. It's like if you exclude some of them, how do you pick and choose which ones should be excluded?
Popularity. Really? Like, again, like they can totally gauge that just off of the merchandise of specific Pokemon alone. Like, everybody loves Charizard. Everybody wants Charizard up in their shit.
Yeah, but if they're really so concerned about which Pokemon people like, why are they making garbage bag Pokemon?
Yeah, this is true. Also, like these little touches here. Have you noticed that, like, when Gengar blocks, he's using a Clefairy doll?
Yes.
Love it. Fucking love it. And then, like, he even, like, one of his attacks involved a fan.
Did I hear somewhere that there's kind of a rumor that Gengar is kind of like a corrupted Clefairy? Mm-hmm. When you look at his design?
Yeah. Or like a dead Clefairy or something like that.
Fuck that, guys. My theory, he's Yakuza. That's just plain. Smiley, goofy motherfucker. He's like...
Round 2!
He, like, honestly, to me, he reminds me of Mike from, like, SLC Punk, where he kind of, like, doesn't look all that menacing, but he does have, like, kind of a sinister look, and then you see him in action, and dude, like, don't nobody, like, fuck around with this dude. I don't like his Mega Evolution, though. He looks like a goddamn thorn bush. Like, the fact that they, like, it's funny, like, ironically, making him look more like a ghost really didn't help the design. But yeah, like, with Pokken, like, going back to that, because, like, the fact that they use, like, fighting Pokemon, and, like, from what it looked like, let's look at, like, Tekken's, like, fighting engine for a second. The projectiles are very shitty, if not slightly non-existent. So, like, how do you implement, like, projectiles from, like, elements and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, that alone, to me, it was kind of like a red flag. It'd be like, I think they're gonna take this whole fighting, like, aspect of it a little too seriously and not have fun with it. And I feel like in this outlet, like, this 2D, like, ridiculous side, like, 2D fighting outlet, like, I know I said that a couple times, but I'm going somewhere with this. I feel like there's way more freedom, ironically, too, considering that it's 2D. But that, you know, it's a testament of the design to the game itself anyway, because the 2D fighting games are still fucking being made. They're still very prevalent, and they're also, like, there's still room for improving what's already a really fucking solid design formula in terms of gameplay. So
I also feel that 2D games have a bigger edge when it comes to art design too, because it takes a lot more effort to do it right.
Yeah, and like, look, I love that they, like, use, like, different, like, I have to, like, pause for a second to really, like, show you guys something, because, like, this, like, it took me a while to trying to figure out, like, where's the stage that we're at here? Because that, like, to me, in the background right there, that looks like a Pokemon Center, but it looks like a theme park. And, like, I've been able to kind of, like, identify every area except for this one. So, like, it's really cool if this one's, like, unique. But it just looks like a giant theme park. And I'm trying to remember, like, what Pokemon game had that. I don't know.
Oh, I know this. Hold on.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Was there not a theme park in Black and White?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm very I'm getting,
Are you sure it came out of a game and not just out of the show?
See, like, but they've used stuff from games too, and I don't remember them ever going to, like, a Pokemon theme park like this. Like, and I've watched, like, all the dumb animated shorts, like the Pikachu ones. Like, I don't know. It's also with, like, the use of Pokemon too. Like, they have a Piplup back there, and, like, I can only imagine. Yeah, that's a Lickitung. I dig that.
Yeah, it is too.
Yeah, but like, it definitely like caught my attention. I'm just like,
Was that a chimchar back there too? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where the
And
fuck
the
am I
Turtwig. So, yeah, I mean it's probably Ruby Sapphire based.
And then they got Toxicroak. No, it's I think it's like Diamond Pearl base.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like this game like has a huge hard-on for the 3rd generation. Like that's like half of the fucking fighting roster. Hell, it's got a Swalot. Like I love how like when I played this game in front of people, like, what the fuck Pokemon is that? I'm like, it's a Swalot. Like I don't know. Like it was with the electric dumpster baby dog and like some other shitty Pokemon. Oh man, we didn't even get to see Swalot. Okay, I gotta tell you. So a lot of Swalot's attacks is like actually a bunch of Pokemon that he hides inside him. So like he has a pincer inside him that he uses to like fucking clip and grab you. It's great.
So Ditto is Shang Tsung.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit, yeah. What's crazy too is that like the palette looks identical, so this could get confusing.
Yeah, I honestly thought the exact same thing. That's why I decided like I'm gonna corner you, and then immediately I'm like, oh no, disorientation. Please, I need to know which side I'm on. But yeah, but even then, like this I know is an area in Gold and Silver. It's that one like that tower that you go to near the beginning of the game, and like also they have like Pokemon in the background that would make sense that are Gold and Silver type Pokemon. And plus, I want to say that's fucking Erica right there. So, oh. The gym leader, Erica. This is me throwing out my poke knowledge. Bam! Oh, missed the fucking juggle. Ow! Yeah.
Ditto is otherwise known as Metamon.
Or breeding machine. That's
you.
Yeah. That's the one thing that kind of threw me off. I'm like, Ditto, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in a daycare somewhere. She's like, you don't get to come outside. What is wrong with you? She's like, your place belongs behind like fucking stables and like rubber gloves and insemination. So, yeah. So that's the one thing too, and I wish I kind of like knew more about it because like, so here, oh god damn it. Anyway, it has a, yeah, it has a very strange ending. Like, we got this Dragonite, he's got a sweet man purse, by the way. Like, I love that man bag. Like, I dig it. It looks fucking stylish. So yeah, you're essentially looking at the entire fighting roster, and I don't know, Sarah, if you can help out. Whatever Dragonite's saying, it sounds important. I think it has to do with Mewtwo.
I don't know. It's going by too fast for me to piece it together.
There's none of that sweet like Mewtwo laughter, like like that shit from Smash Brothers Melee. Man, that was a sinister motherfucker. He still is. Even though he, like, looks like a cat fetus. He's still, like, really mean looking and shit. Alright, guys. So, we've reached the end of the game. It looks like Dragonite is, like, pedaling for some change. You know, hopefully something to put in his new man bag. What do you guys think? Like...
Anime first year. And then... That's what it says, like the first little part. Anime first year, and then a bunch of kanji that I can't make out.
I love that, like, you know, for being almighty and, like, is like, menacing as Mewtwo is, like, motherfucker can't, like, step up his phone game and get, like, anything beyond a razor. What is that shit? And, like, who would fucking sell a cell phone plan to a Pokemon? Come on.
Well, it is a Dragonite. Let's be real.
What, do you think he's the one that, like, co-signed for Mewtwo? Like, you think Mewtwo has bad credit?
He calls himself Kyryu, so there. He's got a name.
It would be really funny if Mewtwo had bad credit. I
went over my minutes, sorry.
When does Gengar fly? That's a fucking lie right there. I don't like you flying and hovering there.
He's dead.
Fuck, I don't care if he's dead. He's got legs. He flew like once upon a time ago, but then he ironically evolved to a point where like he grew legs and could not fly. So that would be it. And you guys can definitely, I'll be dropping a link where you guys can download this game for you. And thank you for praying.
Thank you for praying.
We, you know, whatever that's your sort of thing. But yeah, this has been Press Pause Radio Play. And, you know.
Take it to the X3.